You are live. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Hello, everybody. Don't need glasses, do I? Maybe I do. Happy Cesar Chavez Day, United Farmworkers Day. All about feed the world and biodiversity, shall we celebrate all that stuff. Here's a little song for the spring and garden as orchestra, I like to say. The breeze excites the branches with the sound of violins and rustles of percussion as the orchestra begins. The sun ascends its platform like conductor with baton, awakening the players, for the music must go on. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and may each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to share the joy and sorrow all the seasons bring. All the seasons bring. The birds comprise the woodwinds, the great animals, the brass, and higher partials flit between the flowers and the grass. In silent grace the water folks surrender to their dance within their fluid theater, so as not to break the trance. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and may each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to share the joy and sorrow all the seasons bring. All the seasons bring. From mud and water have we come to split the earth and sky, the plants and fish, the birds and bees, and lately you and I, to learn the dance of harmony and lessons all to share, of love and living circles rich with magic in the air. Winter to spring, summer to fall, and may each of us experience a lifetime of it all. Summer to fall, and winter to spring, we are here to share the joy and sorrow all the seasons bring. All the seasons bring. This could go just a little bit that way, couldn't it? To get me in the center. Well, I've just come back from California to tell you the story of my life, and it took 2 days to get back from California because of a really dumb thing I did. So I played a house concert in Petaluma, and I apologize, I don't have the schedule up either on my website, or I haven't been publishing it lately. I haven't had all that many live gigs, but now I'm starting to have some that we'll get them out there. But I was coming back. Let's see, somebody just said hello. If you're there, say hello. Hi, Elizabeth. If you're there, keep me company, or just say hi from wherever. It's nice to see. And I'm gonna figure this out at some point. Who is it? My Facebook personal page, I think, and the I have then a professional page. Facebook, Jim Scott 7393, and then Facebook.com/Jim Scott Music and YouTube.com/Jim Scott Music. They're all broadcasting this on. It's called StreamYard, and so I haven't figured out who gets to write me a message. I think it's just Facebook. If you're on YouTube, anybody watching on YouTube, say hi. Watching you from YouTube. And Janice, hi Janice. Let's see. We just did that, winter to spring. It is Cesar Chavez's birthday, and President Obama made this a federal holiday. That, I don't need to go into it, but this stuff is controversial. That makes some people mad. I just saw a Netflix video about Bobby Kennedy in '68. Somebody, it's one of his advisors, and I believe he was a Unitarian, Universalist, said, "Bobby, you got to come meet this guy." As Bobby Kennedy was traveling the South and, just really enlightened, I guess, but awakened, disturbed about poverty in America, and he really was going to be, I think, a president that, with all his privilege and everything, he could have really been one rich guy who stood up for to protect the poor against the rich instead of the other way around. He went out and sat with Cesar Chavez, who was doing a hunger strike at the time, and Cesar Chavez died too young because of some of that. He did hunger strikes where he just really did deleterious things, I'm afraid, to his health. So let's see, I thought I would do this. I got pieces of paper again. Here's a Woody Guthrie song that I love. Well, I know it's here. Yeah. Let's put that there, and that there, and that one. Now let's do it in E. It's a mighty hard road that my poor hands have hoed. My poor feet have traveled that long dusty road. Out of your dust bowl and westward we roll. Your deserts were hot and your mountains were cold. I worked in your orchards of peaches and prunes. I slept on the ground in the light of the moon. On the edge of the city you'll see us, and then we come with the dust and we go with the wind. California, Arizona, I harvest your crops, and it's up north up to Oregon to gather your hops. Dig in the beets from your ground and the cut grapes from your vine, yeah, to set on your table your light sparkling wine. Green pastures of plenty from dry desert ground. From the Grand Coulee Dam, where the waters run down. Every state in the Union, us migrants have been. We'll work in this fight, and we'll fight till we win. It's always we rambled that river and I. All along your green valley I will work till I die. My land I'll defend with my life as it's at me, 'cause my pastures of plenty will always be free. We worked in your orchards of peaches and prunes. We slept on the ground in the light of the moon. On the edge of the city you'll see us, and then we come with the dust and we go with the wind. Guthrie celebrating migrant workers. You know, so many so-called migrant workers are not migrant, other than going from farm to another. They are U.S. citizens, or they are guest workers here, and you know, they tend to stay. They'll stay in one place. Some have lived their whole lives, but being Hispanic, Latina, they get called migrant workers. Yeah, let's see. Thank you very much for any donations that we might be able to make. And there it is, coming across like 42nd Street. Here it comes again. If you would care to make a donation to keep these concerts going, I'm coming up to 2 years of concerts. There were a couple of weeks that didn't have a concert, but almost every week for 2 years since Earth Day. And I'm planning a big Earth Day concert with some guests, videos of some guests. So that'll be the April 20th Wednesday, 2 days before Earth Day. So thank you so much for supporting these concerts, and I don't need to keep saying, you know, March of 2020, singing became a dangerous occupation, and all work got canceled. I'm still just using up the credit that I had with Southwest to just went to California. Let's see. Hi, Rocky Osborne, Janice Dallas, Elizabeth Wingren. Thank you for saying hello. This is my song. Oh, I don't need glasses for this. Plant more than you harvest, sun and water, earth and seeds. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. The earth all that it needs. That's the way it works. That was the chorus, I mean. And the way it works is I sing about 4 lines. And whatever I sing for the 3rd and 4th lines, you can sing it back to me. sun and water, earth and seeds. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. Plant more than you harvest, give the earth all that it needs. The earth all that it needs. And the verses work the same way. The third and fourth line I sing, although I sing a different melody. The third and fourth lines, you can repeat it with the same thing we sang before. And here's a verse. Clear the meadows and the highways, but plant down trees between. Let the forests hold the hillsides, cover the earth with green. Let the forest hold the hillsides, cover the earth with green. Cover the earth with green. Plant the grains to feed every woman, man, and child. Some for all the beasts and birds, and some to just grow wild. Some for all the beasts and birds, and some to just grow wild. Some to just grow wild. Plant more than you harvest. Plant more than you harvest. Sun and water, earth and seeds. Plant more than you harvest. Give the earth all that it needs. Plant more than you harvest. Give the earth all that it needs. The earth all that it needs. Tall cedar and the spreading oak, who all dwell below, and the fallen trunk held seeds reveal the secrets that they know. And the fallen trunk held seeds reveal the secrets that they know. The secrets that they know. Some seeds fall by the wayside, but some will make it through. On the water or wind or a loving hand, the cycle starts anew. On the water or wind or a loving hand, the cycle starts anew. The cycle starts anew. Plant more than you harvest. Plant more than you harvest. Sun and water, earth and seeds. Plant more than you harvest. Give the earth all that it needs. Plant more than you harvest. Give the earth all that it needs. The earth all that it needs. So the movement of United Farmworkers, Dolores Huerta and Cesar Chavez had led two different kind unionizing workers' rights movements, they got together, and Dolores was the quieter, supportive one, while Cesar Chavez, look it up, just read the things that he did. People didn't like, the big money people didn't like this workers saying you got to treat us like human beings. And Dolores actually grew up, I shouldn't use the word privileged for it, but privileged enough that she was a good musician. She went to good school, but she realized that people that of her heritage, people who looked like her, were just mistreated and dehumanized, and she fought for that all her life. She is 92 or something, and she is out there still, outspoken. Just a few months ago, I heard her on the radio here in Massachusetts. So, woo! So we love her. I gotta just fix this guitar just a little bit. See, is that better? Yeah. I have this. I'll show you this thing on the back. It's clear. It's reflecting there, but it's clear plastic, and it goes on with suction cups on the guitar, and holds onto the back of the guitar, which doesn't take away any of the sound of the guitar. I used to have a thing that clipped on the bottom of the guitar, but it was less stable than this. This is just beautiful to hold the guitar up, and so I don't have to prop my knee up and sit with my foot on a footstool and twist my back. Oh, I just twisted my back, and my back did a chiropractic adjustment. When I was younger, I had more back trouble, and now I get to sit, up straight, although, I'm always a little bit this way. Both cheeks on the chair and, feet on the ground, and it's better for longevity, I'm sure. And this is a German thing. It's called Guitar Lift. Any guitar players out there? I couldn't find it anywhere. I found it at Strings by Mail, as a company in Upper Michigan, and a music store, wonderful music store, and they have it. I've told a couple other music store folks, you should get this. Classical guitar players would love this. Okay. Crops are all in, and the peaches are rotting. The oranges packed in the creosote dumps. They're flying you back to the Mexico border to pay all your money to wade back again. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. My father's own father, he waded that river. They took all the money he made in his life. Brothers and sisters come working the fruit trees. They rode the big trucks till they lay down and died. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. A fireball of lightning, it shook all the hills. Who are these comrades that died like the dry leaves? The radio tells me they're just deportees. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you is just deportees. We died in your hills and we died in your deserts. We died in your valleys, we died on your plains. We died neath the trees and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Some of us are illegal, some of us not wanted. Our work contract's out and we have to move on. But it's 600 miles to that Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Is this the way we grow our big orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruits? To fall like dry leaves and rot on the topsoil and be called by no name except deportees. Goodbye to my one, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mi amigos, Jesus and Maria. You won't have a name when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Another song by Woody Guthrie. He called it at first the plane crash in Los Gatos Canyon. There was a plane that crashed taking deportees back, I think it's late 40s, early 50s. And wrote that song. Thank you for donations. I'm going to say that again. You know, I don't know what to make of it. I think of it now as kind of like running for office, this fundraising. You know, instead of people paying an admission, we do a free concert. I've never been a couple of times, I'll admit, in my life with the company, in the company of other people, I did do busking on a street, but I'm just not cut out for that. And never figured out how to do this for 2 years now, but thank you very much for donations, big and small. paypal.me /Jim Scott Music. A bunch of things are /Jim Scott Music. YouTube.com /Jim Scott Music. Facebook.com /Jim Scott Music. administrator. Emily was sharp enough to do that. All these things called Jim Scott Music. And my website is jimscottmusic.com, so you can go there and see some good stuff too. Books and CDs. I know there's not as much a market for CDs. People keep telling me, you got to make a flash drive. I'm gonna do that before too much longer. We're gonna get a flash drive out. So look for that. I'll be making noise about it. With a number of albums on one, so for one concrete price, you can put that flash drive in your computer. You can, have all the songs on your handheld device and study Jim's music. So I'm working up to, I've got a concert with a theme every week from now on. One is Guitar Week coming up. And I hope to have a real interesting guitarist friend with me on that 7-string guitar too. And what else comes in there? Easter comes in there. Peter Mayer and I will philosophize and sing songs about Easter. We'll just be trading songs back and forth because we don't get to coordinate. And he's in Minnesota and I'm in Massachusetts. They both begin with M, but they're a long way apart. So then there'll be the Earth Day concert. I'm concocting with a bunch of guests are going to be on that. And let me say, I'm going to be playing the Missagaya Earth Mass out in Santa Rosa, California. If you're anywhere near there, Marin and what's the name? Sonoma County, above San Francisco. It's easy to get to, right up 101. At the Glazer Center in Santa Rosa, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Saturday and Sunday, April 23rd and 24th. We'll be doing this with a big choir and a band that kind of duplicates the orchestra that duplicates the winter consort, with sax, oboe, cello, me guitar, piano, bass, multiple percussion. So I'd love it if you make it. It's the California Redwood Chorale. If you want to write that down, California Redwood Chorale. You can find it on their website to buy tickets in advance, and it's going to be a great bash. I was just there rehearsing, and they are wonderful. So, and Jerry Schultz, are you still there? Just said hello. You're on here. She's the director, the benevolent dictator of the the support mechanism for this, the creator of the California Redwood Chorale. And she and a choir led by my idol and mentor and friend Alaudine Matthew did the Missagaya with us, and we're talking about it 40 years ago. We did it at Grace Cathedral. So she said, I want to recreate that, and we're gonna. The music now is published by Hal Leonard, music publishers, and it is sung all over the world. And I wrote a good deal of it, so that's my claim to fame. Here's an old mythical story that I made it up, but it's not that, so it's not as old as me, but it's the 3 wishes story. We know a lot of those. You bargain with the spirits for 3 wishes, and if it were that simple, it'd be a very short story. I bargained with the spirits for 3 wishes, and I got them. No, so something has to go wrong. So in this case, our protagonist asks the spirits. It's not a genie in a bottle. The spirits He says, give me the fire and water and a tree for fruit and shade. And he says, if you give me these things, I will, or she says, I don't know if I can assume another gender. My hero in the story says, if you give me these things, I will worship you, or I'll, and they say, oh, don't worry about us. Take care of those things. An enchanted isle we live upon, surrounded by the wild and churning sea. Alas, my life has come undone. Here tell my tale, how it happened to me. Here tell my tale, how it happened to me. Gentle spirits, grant me favors three, and I shall serve you faithfully. The fire first, and water for my thirst, and for my refuge a tall shade tree, and for my refuge a tall shade tree. If we these wishes grant to you, in return you must to them be true. You must beware, wild things need your care, lest in neglect they be gone from you, lest in neglect they be gone from you. Care for your fire respectfully, for you must protect your fine tall tree. Be good to its roots, for it bears such fruit, and last preserve the water's purity. Last preserve the water's purity. In feast and drink, little thought we gave to the future for which we must save, while our refuse fell in the water well, now foul and stagnant in its grave, now foul and stagnant in its grave. Little food and water have we still, but nature's bounty knows no ill. We will find a way, so for today let us live as freely as we will. Let us live as freely as we will. Then came a storm up from the west, with Arctic winds howling hungrily. Branches I did break, a warm fire to make, consumed by the flames ungratefully, consumed by the flames ungratefully. The blaze did roar, the flames grew higher, consuming all with rage and ire. Every last limb burned, a sad lesson I learned, as the steam rose above the extinguished fire, as the steam rose above the extinguished fire. fruit will my tall tree bear, with no branches reaching to the air? The well is dry, parched with thirst am I. Nature's justice seems oh so unfair. Nature's justice seems oh so unfair. Thus fair warning to you I make, to save you from the same mistake. Though the seeds be sown, they are not your own, and nature's trust you must not break, and nature's trust you must not break. Though the seeds you have sown, they are never your own, and nature's trust in you, you must never break. Nature's trust in you, you must never break. Well, that song is about 40 years old. I wrote it to sound like a song that was a couple hundred years old. 40 years, 42 years. But I'm older than that. So, I'll put this song out. Lest we all be serious, I'll bet Cesar Chavez and Dolores Huerta would be saying, well, you got a party too. This is not a Latino song or anything, Hispanic song, but Brazilian maybe is the way it comes out more. I wrote this song with a bunch of kids at a camp where the theme or what I was doing was leading improvisation with these kids. So we were improvising, but not composing music as we ended up doing. It was a 2-week thing, and then counselors said, well, you know, the parents are coming tomorrow. Maybe you could I've got to fix this. Maybe you could write, come up with a song with the kids or something. Well, I know people do dash off quick little songs, but I usually get too complicated. So there, let's try that. And so we announced after lunch, anybody wants to write a song with Jim, come to work on a song. And so I said, okay, we're going to collect up all the ideas, but I'll go home and put it together in a song. And or maybe we'll do some of it right here, but I'll I hope you won't mind. You let me take it, and the kids are all yay, and we're going to write a song. And so I need your ideas. And they're all in a circle. All the boys are over here, and all the girls are over here. And I say, okay, I got the big flip chart and the magic marker. What will we write a song about? And the girls say flowers. And, oh, beautiful flowers. We'll write that up there. This will have an ecological bent to it. And the boys are all whispering. And they say, toilet, ha! And the girls say, oh, stop that. And the boys start this power thing. Where did they learn this? Toilet, toilet, toilet. Okay, it's a protest. Okay, write it up there. Toilet, flowers. I sit and think about it for hours and hours, how the stuff that goes down the toilet feeds the trees and the flowers. It goes into the septic tank and goes into the ground, and then in the springtime, new life comes around. It does. New life comes around. It's science. Here's the chorus. Eliminate, eliminate the The way life works is mysterious. Eliminate, what does that mean? Eliminate, that's what it means. We'd use another word, but you won't let us. No, we won't. And speaking of lettuce, the vegetables and fruits reach to the sky while they hang on with their roots. And when the flowers need to eat, I hope they get enough of the water that goes through us and all the other stuff. I hope they do. Well, the ground drinks the water and the plants eat the dirt, and the corn makes food and the cotton makes your shirt. The trees make the apples and the apples make the fruit juice, and the juice goes right through us and the earth puts it to use. It does. The earth puts it to use. Eliminate, eliminate. The way life works is mysterious. Eliminate, eliminate. We'd use another word, but Jim won't let us. No, he won't. The water cycles more than rivers and wells. Some of it's toxic and some of it smells. It goes into the earth and it comes out clean. All the flowers love the earth's big toilet machine. They do. They love it. Here's the science. From the tiny bugs and microbes to the sponges and the reeds, with what they get from us, they seem to know just what we need. The sun turns into vapor clouds and the cold makes snow and ice. And after some time in nature, water comes back clean and nice. It does, comes back clean and nice. Everybody, let it go. Eliminate, eliminate. The way life works is mysterious. All together now. Eliminate, eliminate. We'd use another word, but you won't let us. No, you won't. And we'd like to thank the toilet, though it sounds kind of strange. Deer and antelope don't have them out on the range. And so in your house be glad that you at least have one. And singing about it is all lots of fun. It is toilet jokes. I'll skip the chorus and sing the verse, since this is getting kind of long. And if I hope to get any top 40 airplay with this song. So in your house be glad that you at least have one. And singing about it is all lots of fun. It is. Well, wait a minute. So in your ecology, feel free to drop or add a line. Irregular or regular, eliminating is just fine. Everybody, eliminate at your own convenience. Eliminate, but the way life works is mysterious. Eliminate, eliminate. We'd use another word, but you won't let us. No, he won't. When my daughter Louisa was just 1.5, 2 years old, I was trying to not tour so much, and a friend asked me, could I substitute teach? And I did, at Charles River School for a semester. It's a, very nice private school outside of Boston. And well-heeled kids there, do very well. But they were crazy because this guy that I was subbing for had them just running around and playing, going 100 miles an hour. I couldn't do that with them, and they were, trying to get them to sit still and sing and actually teach music a little bit was a challenge. But I guess it went all right because. And over the summer, I started looking, and I don't have an education degree. I have, a bachelor's degree and more or less a bachelor's degree from Eastman. I have a real one, and I just never collected it at Berkeley. I have another one, and then graduate work that had enough credits to get a master's degree, but I didn't put it all together in the bureaucratic way. So anyway, why did I bring that up? I have an education, but but not that education degree. So I was looking at private schools. Maybe I could find, and I didn't try hard enough, and I didn't come up with something. But it was Labor Day weekend, Friday afternoon of Labor Day weekend. A guy calls and he says, "We hear you did a wonderful job at Charles River School. Would you be interested in another teaching job?" And, well, yes. He said, "Well, where is it?" "It's in Hingham. It's Derby Academy." I went to Derby Academy, preschool, kindergarten, first grade, and my mother was the music teacher half a century before. So I said, any other place, it's almost a 60-mile trip, and you got to get around Boston. From us on the west, you got to hook around and get to Hingham. And I would start at 6 in the morning or 5:30 to beat the traffic and go over there to the gym. And so I did that for a semester. And fortunately, the music teacher only had to be there 4 days, Monday through Thursday. And so I have taught that sort of thing. And my Earth and Spirit songbook that I had just made not too long before that was a great resource for all that. There's a bunch of kids' songs in there, and even songs that are not kids' songs. I taught kindergarten through third grade at both of the schools. And anyway, I thought my second and third grade choir, which was just saying unison until I got there. I showed them that song, the Eliminate song. And they all sang it, okay, cool. And then the dean of the lower school came over and said, "I will ask you to not sing that song anymore. We work real hard on not getting potty language." And I just said, okay, but I could have said, well, there isn't any potty language in the song. Eliminate's kind of a medical term, and maybe making jokes, but it's about the water cycle. It's about what's right under this building. It's what's what kids might know about. Their parents are probably not the ones dealing with that, but they might be. Anyway, what? That's the wrong key. Let's see, I begin with this one. Start with the chorus. So, thanks for being here, and thanks for donations right there coming across the screen. PayPal.me and Venmo there too. And then my website, jimscottmusic.com. I put in www.jimscottmusic.com, and that will get you there. But when I get there, this is inexplicable to me. It says https://Jim Scott Music. The 3 W's are not there. I don't know. I can't keep up with. I don't know what that means, but anyway, now I also have my publishing company, Evolving Earth Music, and earthandspiritsongbook.com will all come up on that website. Okay, this is not my last song. I'll because I always end with "May Your Life Be as a Song," but here's kind of a goodbye, best wishes song that was out of the musical that I wrote about a kid fighting to save his favorite tree from being cut down. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no ends. Know that I will shelter you. That's the chorus. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no ends. Know that I will shelter you. You can sing that next time around, and I need you on this part too. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no end. Know that I will shelter you. I will follow you with sunlit migrating clouds that fly with the wind, nearly calling aloud, and through the watchful night that embraces where you are, I will be your sky of stars, and I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no end. Know that I will shelter you. Safe harbor I will make you under shimmering angel wings, an arbor of cirrus imaginings, and with the soaring rainbow overhead, I will cast a silken canopy above your bed, and I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. I will shelter you. When your world is cold, I will shelter you. When the way is dark, I will shelter you. When the night is long, I will shelter you. When you need a friend, I will shelter you. When you've lost your way, I will shelter you. When you don't know where to turn, I will shelter you. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no end. Know that I will shelter you. I will shelter you, my friend. I will shelter you with a love that has no ends. Know that I will shelter you. Know that I will shelter you. thank you for coming. Thank you for your donations going across here. You can go to PayPal, Venmo. I much appreciate that. So, do come back next week. And we do this every week with a different theme. Join my mailing list and you can hear about what comes next. And may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. My wish for you, as now we part, is for greater peace to fill your heart with dreams as vast as starry space. So hurt and anger know no place. May truth be shared and wounds be healed, and joy for living be revealed. Through every fate and circumstance, may hope lead weary steps to dance, and may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. May with fears be turned with keen insight to wisdom turn for what's just and right. Where sorrow grows, compassion strong, and pains will pass before too long. May the bounds of our diversity serve a richer harmony. May courage hold your heart so true to smile on love when it smiles on you. And may your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night. sounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light, then softly serenade the stars, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night, ever dancing circles in the night. Thank you, everybody. Love each other, and come back next week. Thank you, and good night.